50% were past branches or DMs. So go branch and DM. But other than that, you really just want to be saving at least 20% into your tax withholdings, not specifically for taxes, because you're probably not even going to come close to paying that much in your guys' position right now. Yeah, so saving anywhere between 20 and 50% into withholdings is super important, just because that sends a message to us and Mike Muriel. And you can pretty much pick any territory you want going into. I know you guys, some of you have aspirations for branching. So if you have a lot in withholdings, you can pretty much pick your territory, especially in the upcoming years when we're going to have a lot of branch and DM candidates. So you really want to put yourself in a position of choice. And then it's just a really easy way to save money without even having to, it's like out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And never, ever, ever take money out of your withholdings. I was in some pretty tough positions in college, like right after I paid my tuition bill. And the answer is always selling. It's never to take money out of your withholdings.
Mm-hmm. Always. Thank you, Lake.
Yep.
Love it. Okay. So transitioning into January. January's coming. For some of you that haven't been as part of a January program, what's great is there's this opportunity. January's a mini summer. You want to win January. It's not just about Cabo. Cabo is part of it, right? But it is January. So January, the whole part of the January program, by the way, doesn't just happen in January, right? A lot of times when you want something to happen, it's what you do beforehand that creates that success in that moment. So what you do in the fall and spring creates your success in the summer. So what we're doing now from Thanksgiving through December is going to create our Januaries, right? It's pretty epic last January for all of us to kick things off as a division and hitting $89,000 in new business in January, $169,000 in business for January, being top 10 in the nation as an office. That was all of us coming together. What's so huge about January is it's the best people involved, meaning a lot of you who run an office are in your local office before you go out and open up next year. So there's this combo, there's this feel of all these great people there to help. And there's all these leaders in training and these key staffers that are helping out and involved in training, watching as they kick things off. And who wants to be motivated again, right? Talked about that. You guys are in this haze of mediocrity in school. And again, we have failed you and you have failed yourself. You are not a failure, but you have this opportunity to win a trip and make 5K. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't come from a very well-off family. Okay. We never went on, first time I was out of the country was with Cutco back in 2008 to Aruba. That trip was life-changing. I can't tell you all the stories because I was young. It was fun. It's the first time I'd ever been in an all-inclusive resort. Wow. If you think having fun with your friends on campus is fun, go to an all-inclusive resort with Vector people. Game over. That is so much fun. And we talked about in the past, and we'll also have those who won the trip last year to talk about it at Next Leadership Academy to go off on it. But you want to really build for it. You really want to set yourself up for this trip. And it is irresponsible of me and you to not have you win this trip. That my parents have been out of the country maybe twice. My parents, they're like 60. I'm 34. I can't remember. It's just part of my life. I just go every January and every March somewhere for the last 11 years, just part of my life. And those are just those two trips. There's other trips I've done and one as well through the company. But so I've been on 22, right? Thank you, Vector. It's irresponsible of us to have this opportunity to make 5K over break and win a trip that will change your life. I don't know all the things you guys like to do, but I would probably guess if travel's up there, right? I guess travel is something you guys enjoy doing, like seeing new cultures, being on a beach, all that is fun. So anyway, here's the deal with January and the trip. First of all, here's a year-end banquet. So I want to go over that. That year-end banquet is coming. You guys were emailed this, but just so you can see it, you need to put this in your calendar. This is Friday the 24th and Saturday the 25th. Year in Banquet and the Kickoff Conference. It is the Academy Awards of Vector. We'll be talking about this every team meeting for the next 2 months. We want an army to go there. If you guys saw pictures from last year, an epic crew, I'd like to blow past that. But this, you want to invite your parents now. Like, write it down, text them now, put in your calendar. It is in Itasca, Illinois. Text your parents, let them know. We need to invite them now. They need to be there. They definitely need to be there. And as soon as I started dating Abby, I met her in December. Year in Banquet was 6 weeks later. I said, Abby, I like you. We're dating. It's like 5 years ago. I'm like, you got to come to this Year in Banquet thing. So I knew she would not understand this knife job that I love so much unless if she went there. So you want to invite your significant other. You want to invite your parents, especially if you're getting promoted, especially if you be running your own office. So you guys can read there. It basically is a glamour and recognition night. Everyone wears dresses or tuxes or really nice outfits. You don't have to go and buy a tux or anything or rent one, but basically you look fly, you look sharp. It's like the red carpet event. And then the next day is a kickoff conference, where basically kicks off the year, and those who won the trip, we hang out overnight, and then we go to Cabo the next day. For 4 days, it's awesome. Cost is $239. For meals, overnight stay, and conference, product you get is 4-pack table knives and a petite carver. Here's the cool thing this year. You and your guests all get a steak knife at dinner. That's the bonus item. So even your guests get a steak knife. So if you have a guest that only comes for the evening, it's $80. But that's gonna help there. So that's great. So ask your manager how to get invited. There's kickoff conference. Boom. Okay. Cabo Wabo, baby. Oh, questions on Year in Banquet. Danielson.
For parents.
For parents.
So they pay $80.
They pay $80 if they're just a guest that night. But I emailed this all to you guys. We can go over it as well. But if they want to stay overnight, obviously there's they would call the hotel and pay for that too, and they're able to go just do that with their Vector rate. $80 plus hotel. Yeah, and then there's a cool breakfast the next morning for parents. It's kind of elaborate on the Vector opportunity, and that really helps to get a chance to meet Mike and others.
You're able to charge your commission account for your parents as well. So obviously you're going to be able to make a lot of money over January. So not really that much of an issue.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And then my parents went to that parent meeting the following morning, and it really, really opened up their eyes. It was really good. So I would encourage that, because once you have your parents behind you, then it makes everything easier.
Yeah. There's a lot of times you try to explain what we do to our parents, right? With this job, or especially if you're going to open up an office, you're like, yeah, it's going to be great. People are going to buy knives, and I'm just going to build a team. They don't get it. They don't get it till they actually see the big company and they understand it from Mike, Muriel, or some other top people, how to explain it. Cabo, baby. Look at that. That is a signature view of Cabo. I don't know if you guys realize, but you've seen movies, that little circle on the right there, that little cove, whatever you call that. That's Cabo. It is beautiful. If you don't know where Cabo is, Google it. It's right in the lower left tip of Mexico. It is super cool. It's right below California. It is beautiful. So Cabo's going to be awesome. A reminder of how to qualify for January. This is for anyone as long as you're at $6,000 K by 1216. So anyone who's on our team who's new and upcoming, right, in Green Bay and Appleton, we got to get them to 6K to be eligible for this. And what they do is they sell and they qualify at 50% for selling and 10,000. So this is anybody at 6K, active reps, past reps, people coming in, and you have to have PRs at launch. So I cleared it up with, it's not every division's doing it, so this is why they didn't put it on here, but cleared it up with Grant. It does include the little dance, the big dance, and the backup dance. So anyone that launches between December 16th of your friends and January 5th, in those 3 chances, those 3 seminars, them collectively need to sell $3,000. It could be one person. It could be 11 people like I had to win Aruba. So that's really big. So that's that. That's for anybody. If you're a manager in training, 5K in startup, it's easier to win the trip, right? You can see your personal sales on the right. 7,500 qualified half. 10K, 75% off. 15K, you go for free. Woo! So those of you close to 5K, or if you magically have 5K just sitting in some kind of Bitcoin account or something like that, you can transfer it over as something that's going to be helpful. So here's what it is. So Daniel specifically, right? 5K in startup, letter of commitment, submitted, launch the PRs, and personally sell. So those are the qualifications. Any questions as a manager in training?
Same thing with the little dance.
Same thing with little dance. Yep. Yeah. Same thing with the little dance. Okay.
It is not hard.
It's not
So
hard.
If you think you can't do that, talk to me.
Yes.
Not hard.
Yeah.
Isaiah.
How do you feel having a stellar PR already set?
Yes.
I feel good about it. I think I'm gonna get a lot more in here too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you are.
I saw your top 50 list. So that's great.
Yeah.
You're working on that. So it's great is you guys want to continue to add people, which we just interviewed one of Isaiah's top guys and a really cool FBLA guy, DECA, baseball stud, who's going to Concordia University. And he's going to be, when he gets back home, we'll be launching him. So that's going to be confident already. I feel confident about that. So that's great. If you are the Dom, that's for you, Josh. Okay, you got that. If you're a manager, Blake, you got that. Okay. It's going to be exciting. Okay. Well, you don't need to, you'll just save time. We'll show you later, but it doesn't matter to you. Sell 15K, go for free. So here's the deal with winter break internship calendar. I want to show you guys this. So this is why you want to work hard. So I'll pass these out. I'll bring this up as well on the desktop. Let's see here. Okay, winter break internship program. Okay, here it is. So here's the deal. You guys are doing an internship over winter break. Here's how it works. The purpose of the Leader in Training winter break internship is to take advantage of the time off of school, dive into learning, and how to become a great manager and leader. At school, you've had distractions, other priorities, and most likely drifted away from your successful habits. Next summer is created by what you do over winter break. Like I said, what you do over winter break and your withholdings is correlated to what happens in summer. It's correlation, not causation. So having a big push is going to correlate to you having a big summer. Okay. If for the one of you that just, maybe has a rough start or a rough push, it doesn't mean you can't be a great manager or really successful if you don't hit the trip or go big over January. Just, it's so much easier and so much more correlated to success in the summer for those who go big over January, because it is a mini summer. You're basically test running your skills and your learning. So there's going to be a lot of you who are going to be interning for free. Some of you will actually be on AM pay. So if you want to be considered for AM pay, we want you to withhold that. You guys understand that. You want to prepare. You want to watch Drew Frank's AM training videos on the playlist. We have those. We've sent those out to you guys. If you don't know where they are, we can send them to you again. You want to make sure you have those watched so you're trained. You want to submit your 50 plus PRs so we can do throughway texting. You want to be part of the social media recruiting program and have winter break PC with your manager over Thanksgiving so we can get your plan. And then campus advertising December to build the big dance. So that is the people for AM pay. God bless you. As well, all leaders in training, our little dance is the 16th and 17th, okay? And that is at Monday, Tuesday. Just show you the Google Calendar I shared with you guys. But basically, you're going to learn how to recruit. You're going to learn how to do the PR program. You're going to learn how to build a team with social media. We're going to do the Power PR through a texting program with 50 of your targeted top people. We're going to help you put up 100 plus posters in your local schools and areas. We want you to get to $1,000 in startup. We want to teach you how to schedule PRs. We want to make sure you have 5 to 10 people set for training. For me, I got very lucky. God bless you. Man, Daniel's son. So in my 4th January in Vector, I had 11 friends launch. 11 friends launch. I had like 15 set for training. I had like 13 show and 11 launch. So the stats are pretty good, but I still lost some. So, Isaiah, I know your buddy's really great, but you don't want to count on him, right? Ideally, you want at least 5. I'd be nervous if I only had 5 set for training. I'd be really nervous. But you want at least 10 set for training. And then those are your future assistant managers. Those are the people you get a chance to work with this summer. And then you want to help with the little dance, which is that week. Some of you are back and are done with exams on the 13th. You okay over there? Okay. I'm going to be at least at 6K in career sales. It's all of you, and sign up your parents for your banquet. So that is November 15th to the 23rd. Oh my goodness. And then enjoy family time, 24th and 25th for Christmas. And then after Christmas, it's game time. It's go time. These people have like 2 weeks to sell. We're lucky in Wisconsin that they have 3, 4, and some of you guys in Oshkosh, 5 weeks, Seth. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, it's exciting though. Okay. So again, you're going to learn how to run an office. You're going to help us out with setting up for, I'll go over the calendar here. It's all in Google Calendar. But you're going to learn how to take PDI. You're going to have your own team. Learn how to set up PRs and build a second training class. And then you're going to get ready to sell for Cabo. You're going to help your few people you're in charge of run a fast start. You're going to be part of a morning daily alliance workshop. You're going to be part of the all-day phone jams to kick off the push on the 29th, the 5th, and the 12th. Because you're not just pushing for Cabo, you're pushing for January. Right? Okay? You're going to sell at least 10K, which makes you $3 to $5 grand to qualify for Cabo. And then you are going to go on field training as well. We're going to do field training. Okay. Let's see. Blake, it's in the, I think you texted or it's in the group me for the schedule. Mr. Deer Hunter. What? Are you frozen or, oh, okay. I was like, oh gosh. And it was only in Wisconsin, right? When it's hunting season, I guess I messed up in not being aware of when opening season was for all of the area because, Caden and Lake are up in Michigan doing opening season for hunting. So up here in the Nort Woods, we got to be aware of when you can go and get them deer. All right. So then it's selling for Cabo. Then it's a continually selling or helping around the office. Some of you will get a chance to run a training, be really involved. All right. And then we'll PC with you before you leave, talking about summer and spring opportunities. And then the Vector opportunity. You're in Banquet and Cabo, baby. So understand this break for most of our LITs. Understand it's a break. Some of your friends are going to be really bored and really lazy, right? But you're putting yourself in a position of choice. If you're over 10K in sales, you know how to run an office, you've been through Leadership Academy, you're going to guarantee your spot in management somewhere. We will find a spot for you. So that is the winter break internship document that you guys were all emailed. And I also have here printed off for you guys. Any questions on that document?
When was the last day for the all-day fun day on the 12th?
The Sunday the 12th. All right. So I shared this with you guys. If you guys can all see this. So this is called LIT Winter Break Internship. I tried to get a little clever here. All right. So to help you guys out, what's cool is I can adjust this if we need to make any movements here. But let me do this. Okay, perfect. So right here, you guys can see. And you guys will be able to bring this up on your Google Calendar. So this says TLA letters and emails sent. I'm going to move this to this day. If you have not yet, get your letters out there. We want to see your top 50 lists. If you don't have them done, shame on you. We'll be following up with you because we're going to do that in the next week or two. But that's that. Next week, All right. Past customer phone jam the 17th. It's a pack or buy. You have all Sunday. So you want to follow up with your past customers. It's going to be hard to follow up with them on an email that they didn't get. So you might need to bump that back, or you might need to send the email earlier in the day or today, okay? Of course, we have our Zoom call every Monday. We have our division sales meeting on the 20th, talking about going big over Thanksgiving with demos, and then phone jam. The next week, all right, Thanksgiving demos phone jam. You want to phone on the 24th to book up demos when you're back. Also in each office on the 27th before Thanksgiving. Oh, there's no phone jam here. There's going to be an open house in each office to invite friends to and to come back and hang out. That's going to be great on Wednesday the 27th. Enjoy Family Day, T-Day, and then the 27th through the 31st you want to be doing, or that Sunday you want to be doing demos, doing service calls, selling a few grand, and inviting your parents to your banquet if you have not yet. Okay, then we're going to start doing three-way texting, okay? And we're going to be putting up posters all over for on-campus work, which Mr. Josh talked about here in a moment. And then some of you have exams this week, okay? Some of you have exams this week of the 9th through the 13th of December. But then the next week, boom! All right, if you're back, here's the plan. It's the start of your internship. So everything's on here. You guys are shared on this. But we are going to be doing on the 15th for those of you who are back. So half of you are back already on the 15th. All right, so we're going to do a division call to kick off the training, what's going to happen. We're going to do a phone jam for you guys, and then it is game time. So we're going to set up for training. We're going to have training for the little dance, and then there's going to be interviews around that. Then we'll help book up a ton of PRs. These people, let's say you launch 5 people in your office. We're hoping to launch 10 in that little dance. What's going to happen is they're going to recommend 100 of their friends. We're going to have 500 to 1,000 people to follow up with. So we're going to text them, we're going to call them, we're going to set them up. You guys get really good at that. And we're actually going to role play that today a little bit as well. All right, then there's advanced training in our team meeting in the morning on the 19th. And then interviews and three-way texting, PR calling, texting, interviews. And then we have our Leadership Academy on the 21st and Limo Night. Most of you have qualified for Limo Night, so that's exciting. It's going to be an epic night. And that is going to be our Leadership Academy on the 21st. And then, again, 23rd, we're starting having Champions Club and PDI. Again, PR calling, three-way texting, running interviews. Some of you will be involved in interviews. Some of you will be watching and learning. And then 24th, 25th, we will not have Champions Club. Enjoy time with family here. Okay. And then 26th is game time. It's the big dance. The big dance. So on 26th, we're going to do three-way texting and PR calling to get people set up. We'll have interviews. And then we're going to be having a team meeting open house that night on the 26th. We're probably going to do like a Christmas theme, like what elf and gift exchange and some hot chocolate. Maybe watch Elf.
No.
I don't know. Yuck, what? Elf is awesome, Josh. Home Alone's pretty good too. The Grinch. How about Family Man? Did you ever see that one? Nicolas Cage. So good.
Is it a Christmas movie?
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. Yeah. Anyway, Christmas is great. Everyone's just in a good mood. Okay, 27th, 28th is a big dance. That is huge. We need all hands on deck for this. We need your help. You're going to be able to be there and sit with people. Many of them are your friends in training. You're going to be role-playing with them. You're going to be watching every move that Lake and I are doing for training. Some of you, it's going to be a really good learning opportunity. And for some of you, here's why you're going to sell more in January. You're in training. You're watching training again. Already at 10K, 20K, 30K, 60K. Imagine if all your friends who are starting training over winter break were already at 10K. How good. Imagine if you were sitting in training, right? Isaiah, what if you were in training this past summer already at 10K? Game over, right? Look how fast start. So what's cool is you're able to watch and learn. There's so much more that you get that you didn't realize you learned in training. I remember my first time watching training again. man, I missed a lot in training. And you guys are doing it so good for the push. So anyway, that's that. Again, this is all in the shared document. And then we're going to have an all-day phone jam on the 29th from 11 till 9. So you guys can book up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 appointments for the push. The big training, the big dance training, advanced training will be on the 30th there. Then we're going to start having the division Cabo push. So in each office, we're going to do a division call at 7:30 to go big for the push. And then the new guys are going to come in that launched, and we'll have Champions Club and Phone Jam. And then basically for you guys, it's helping out with interviews and setting up people along with the Phone Jam to clean up on Monday. Then it's game time. 31st, try to do 5 demos. The 1st, try to do 5 demos. The 2nd, try to do 5 demos around Phone Jam and team meeting. Friday, try to do 5 demos. After advanced training Rising Star, and on the 4th, try to do 4 demos. On the 5th, do a couple demos, then do an all-day Phone Jam again. On the 6th, we're doing a combined leadership academy with Lakeshore. It's in Brookfield. So that's going to be from about 10:30 till 3:30. We're going to drive on down. We're going to learn a lot. It's going to be a kickoff. We'll probably have a combo of leadership academy as well in there. Go and do a couple demos at night. And that's week 1. You have time for like 30 demos. And then you have the 7th 5 demos, the 8th 4 demos, some demos at night, the 9th 5 demos. Like, you guys get it. You guys are shared on this. There's plenty of time to do. I think there's like 60 openings for demos throughout your push. And then some of you, none of you really go back on the 13th, right? What's the earliest? I think, who goes back the earliest? Is it Madison? Is it the 20th?
I don't go back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
I go
Daniel's
back
done.
on the 14th or 15th.
Okay, so Isaiah's the earliest. Go back on the 14th or 15th. So that's perfect, right, for Cabo. Then Kensington, you're back. Are you back the following week, like the 20th?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So you guys have a whole other week to learn around the office and sell. You guys can see it is your job and my job and Lake's job to help you make $5,000. For people who are struggling out there and don't have the opportunity to travel, again, it's like a slap in the face to everybody else in life if you have these opportunities and you're not taking advantage of it. We'll hire someone else who's excited about a trip and making $5,000. So again, I know I'm preaching the choir. You guys are all going to go big, but just so you understand that. And then some of you go back on the 20th or 21st. I think most of you do. And then there's year and banquet. So just make sure you ask off or you miss some classes on the 24th. And then Cabo. And some of you don't go back till 27th. Gosh, I think it's the 3rd. You guys are crazy. Okay. So anyway, that's that. I think that is, let's see, when January talked about increase your crew. I talked about that too, and Lake will be giving some tips on there.
Hey,
break.
Could
Okay.
we swap me with the break?
Swap you with the break.
Yeah, because the break's next.
Yes. What do you mean?
Like, I'll go during the break, and then the break will be after this because
Oh, yeah.
I got to do it, and we already have deer on the field. So.
Yep. Let's see here. Let's have this be. Let me just stop this here. Stop recording.